The world stands at a precipice. Whispers of a new global war grow louder. Many experts are sounding the alarm. A recent Atlantic Council survey from late 2024 revealed stark figures. 40% of those experts anticipate a world war. This could happen by the year 2035. Such a conflict might even involve nuclear weapons. Space itself could become a battlefield. The stakes clearly are extraordinarily high for everyone. Adding to this disquiet are voices like Athos Salome. He is known by some as the living Nostradamus. In March of this year, 2025, he made a chilling prediction. Salome stated, "World War III is drawing near." He suggested it would be ignited differently. Sabotage and hybrid warfare would be the catalysts. This is not traditional warfare as we know it. It presents new insidious dangers to global stability. Another seer, Baba Vanga, offered equally grim prophecies. She foresaw a catastrophic war in Europe for 2025. This conflict, she warned, could mark humanity's downfall. While prophecies are not policy, their alignment with expert concerns is unsettling. Experts acknowledge such a European war could escalate. It might spiral into a total global conflict. The fear is palpable across intelligence communities. These predictions do not exist in a vacuum. They reflect a deeply troubled geopolitical climate. 28% of experts view major power war as the biggest threat. This is a threat to global prosperity by 2035. The United States, while expected to remain a dominant military power, faces challenges. Confidence in its economic and diplomatic leadership has seen a decline. The world watches, holding its breath. Several geopolitical hotspots simmer with dangerous potential. The tension surrounding Taiwan is particularly acute. China considers the island a breakaway province. 65% of surveyed experts believe Beijing will act. They expect an attempt to retake Taiwan by force. This could happen within the next crucial decade. Such a move would inevitably draw in major powers. The consequences would be far-reaching. Meanwhile, tensions between Russia and NATO remain severe. The Atlantic Council survey highlights this danger. 45% of experts foresee a direct military clash. This conflict between Russia and the NATO alliance could occur by 2035. The ongoing war in Ukraine serves as a stark reminder. It is a wound that continues to fester. This conflict has already involved several world powers. Many see it aligning with Baba Vanga's European war prophecy. The very nature of conflict triggers is also changing. Athos Salome's prediction points to sabotage. He specifically mentioned hybrid warfare as an instigator. An incident earlier in 2025 lends weight to this. An undersea fiber optic cable was destroyed. This cable linked Latvia and Sweden. Salome cited this as a prime example. It was a deliberate act of aggression, he suggested. Such acts destabilize nations quietly but effectively. Beyond these primary flashpoints, other regions are volatile. The South China Sea is an area of rising concern. Athos Salome highlighted growing friction here. He pointed specifically to China and Russia. While currently aligned on some issues, their interests might diverge. These complex, interconnected tensions create a fragile global landscape. A spark in one region could ignite a much larger conflagration. The domino effect is a serious worry for strategists. Hybrid warfare represents a significant shift in global conflict. It is a shadowy domain of aggression. It moves beyond traditional troop deployments and battle lines. Instead, it targets the vulnerable underbelly of modern states. Attacks focus on critical national infrastructure. This includes power grids, financial systems, and communication networks. The aim is to sow chaos and cripple an adversary. This often occurs without a clear declaration of war. The destruction of the Latvia-Sweden undersea cable is a case in point. This incident, occurring in early 2025, caused immediate alarm. Such cables are the lifelines of modern communication. Their damage can lead to digital blackouts. Military capabilities can be severely jeopardized. Economic instability quickly follows such disruptions. In response, NATO reportedly increased security measures. The European Union activated emergency procedures. This highlights the perceived severity of such an attack. The nuclear threat, far from receding, appears to be growing. An alarming 88% of experts expect new nuclear states. This proliferation is anticipated by 2035. Iran is considered the most likely candidate to acquire these weapons. Worryingly, South Korea and Japan are also mentioned. 40% and 29% of experts respectively see them going nuclear. This spread dramatically increases the risk of use. Furthermore, 48% of experts foresee nuclear weapons being used by 2035. Russia and North Korea are identified as the most likely initiators. Beyond terrestrial concerns, warfare is also poised to enter space. 45% of experts predict military conflict in orbit by 2035. Satellites, crucial for communication and surveillance, would become targets. The future battlefield is expanding into domains previously thought safe. This fundamentally alters strategic defense calculations. A global conflict would undoubtedly trigger catastrophic economic consequences. Baba Vanga's prophecies included a worldwide economic collapse in 2025. She linked this to rising geopolitical instability. Policies destabilizing world markets were also cited. We have already seen troubling economic indicators. For instance, prior to May 2025, the US imposed significant tariffs. A 145% tariff on certain Chinese goods caused ripples. This has already destabilized the global economy. The disruption of critical infrastructure, a hallmark of hybrid warfare, directly fuels economic instability. The destruction of submarine communication cables is a prime example. This can cause widespread digital blackouts. Financial markets rely on these connections. Supply chains, already fragile, would face further severe disruptions. The intricate web of global trade could unravel. This would lead to shortages and rampant inflation. Economic hardship would affect populations worldwide. The ability of global institutions to manage such crises is also in question. 75% of experts expect the United Nations to be less capable. They see its power to solve global challenges diminishing by 2035. Conversely, regional groupings might gain importance. The BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, could see their influence rise. 43% of experts predict increased capability for BRICS. This signals a potential shift in global governance structures. Compounding these issues is a predicted decline in democratic norms. Almost half of the experts surveyed foresee a worsening democratic recession by 2035. This could even deepen into a democratic depression. 65% anticipate a decrease in global press freedoms. The United States is still expected to be the dominant military power. However, its global influence appears to be contested. The world emerging from such a conflict would be fundamentally altered. Uncertainty would be the new constant.